Out where the river bends low 'neath the willows, I found a scarf blue as the wide prairie sky. It fluttered like a lonesome dove's gentle echo, where once you whispered soft under sunset's loving sigh. The oak tree by the old porch still holds our names, carved deep in the bark beneath time's endless gaze. And the saddle whispers your name in the cold night air, riding trails of memories through shadows of despair. Each stirrup sways with the weight of ghostly dreams, while my heart rides on alone past quiet towns and streams. The cabin stands empty where laughter used to dwell, window staring blank, like eyes lost in sorrow's spell. Dust dances with the wind across the creaky wooden floors, echoes of your footsteps I can't hear anymore. The gravel road that led to our sunlit promised land now winds away forgotten through the lonely desert sand. And the saddle whispers your name in the cold night air, riding trails of memories through shadows of despair. Each stirrup sways with the weight of ghostly dreams, while my heart rides on alone past quiet towns and streams. Underneath the vast expanse of stars I'll lay me down. Just a lonesome sound, an echo in the canyon, a whisper in the dark. A cowboy's heart wanders forever, kindled by love's lost spark. So the saddle whispers your name one last time into the breeze, past the trails where love once roamed free beneath whispering trees. And maybe in another life, down another dusty way, we'll ride together once again, where lost loves find the day. Till then, my love, the prairie moon watches as I roam alone, a wandering soul forever in search of a heart to call home. In the shadow of an oak where wildflowers dare to bloom, I first saw you laughing under the harvest moon. Your scarf danced with the prairie wind, so wild and free. We carved our names on that old porch, just you and me. But now the lantern fades, the light flickers out so soon, like whispers of you on the wind beneath the weeping moon. Every star up in that endless aching sky sings a lonesome cowboy's lullaby. Years gone like dust down an empty gravel road, where we once walked, now I wander alone. The cabin stands, but the laughter's long since died, just echoes of the voices that once filled the night. The lantern fades, tune for love that was no one's fault. Sometimes I think I hear you on the breeze through the pines, calling me back to what once was yours and mine. But time's a river, girl, and it's flowed right on past, leaving me to wonder which goodbye was our last. Yes, the lantern fades, the light now barely seen, like the love that lives forever in my dreams. Every star, a teardrop, the sky, a canvas vast, holding tight to a cowboy's love that's meant to last. So I'll ride these trails till that last lantern light goes out, finding solace in the silence, what my heart's about. And maybe beyond the dusk, where old ghosts softly tread, I'll find that lost love's whisper in the sunset's fiery red. Out where the oak tree shadows lay long, near the creek where we carved our names to June, the old porch creaks with the weight of songs unsung, as the twilight holds whispers of you in the monsoon. Silence remembers the echoes of your laugh under starlit skies, and now just gaze on my behalf. Each breeze is a touch, lost in the folds of time. Silence remembers, oh, and so does this heart of mine. The cabin stands empty where your scarf caught the wind. On a rusty nail, it's still dancing, threadbare and thin. The trail we walk now overgrown, where no footsteps tread. Everything's changed, the dreams we dream now dead. Silence remembers the echoes of your laugh under starlit skies, and now just gaze on my behalf. Each breeze is a touch, lost in the folds of time. Silence remembers, oh, and so does this heart of mine. By the fading light on this gravel road I roam, each sunset a reminder this world ain't home. Just a wanderer's heart with nowhere to rest, holding on to a ghost in the west's lonely chest. Silence remembers, and it's the keeper of my soul. In the quiet your memory plays the sweetest role. And as the dust settles with the setting sun, I know silence remembers what I've never truly won. Silence remembers, oh, silence remembers. out where the oak trees meet the gravel road. She laughed under skies of gold and sunset glow. Her eyes burned like the fire in the desert cold, in that old town where the dust would softly blow. Her eyes, they burned through the wild winds of my mind, a memory like the scent of rain on dry pine. She's the ghost in the night, the whisper in the pines. Her eyes burn, oh, and they haunt me every time. Years have passed, the cabin's worn and old, saddles dusty, the porch is mossy stone. Where once laughter danced, now silence firmly holds. Scarf she left behind, now faded, frayed and cold. Her eyes, they burn through the wild winds of my mind, a memory like the scent of rain on dry pine. She's the ghost in the night, the whisper in the pines. Her eyes burn, oh, and they haunt me every time. Across the fading trails where our dreams used to roam, I wander heart in hand through this life alone. Every sunset bleeds into my soul's twilight. Her eyes, a starless night, no more light to fight. Her eyes, they burn and I'm lost in their flame, a lone silhouette against the prairie's vast frame. She's the ghost in the night, the final cry of the loons. Her eyes burn under the pale watch of the moon. Letting go, yet she burns forever, the fire in the heart of a cowboy caught in old wire. Her eyes burn, oh, and they haunt me every time. Her eyes burn like an old forgotten rhyme. In the dawn's gray whisper by the oak tree stand, I recall her laughter scattered like sand. Cold morning on the porch, steam rose like prayers, her scarf in the breeze dancing away my cares. Oh, that cold morning when she walked away, left her shadow in my door and my skies turned gray. Every creaking board and whispering wind, echoes of the love that danced on the skin. Years fell like leaves to the ground they'd lay. Old trails turned to dust, gravel roads led astray. Where once we lay 'neath stars, now lies empty space. An old worn saddle and no trace of her grace. That cold morning when she walked away, took the warmth of the sun, left my world in disarray. Now every sunset bleeds into a lonesome shade. Faint memories linger like the promises we made. On a quiet night, the wind whispers truths. In the solitude I confront my youth. Love's a fleeting shadow on a high plains drift, ghost in the cabin where my heart once sit. So that cold morning keeps walking away. Each step she took, time steals a bit more each day. And I'm left holding on to a breeze, a faint perfume, under the endless sky where our love once bloomed. Now she's just a memory that walked away, leaving echoes in the wind and my heart led astray. In the shadow of oak trees, where our initials carved deep, stands an old wooden cabin where my memories see. The porch creaks under footsteps that echo a tune of days when the sunset met the dust of the moon. Silence haunts the valleys where we used to roam, in the whispers of the wind where I call you home. Each star up in that vast sky holds a tale left untold, and the night air carries secrets of your love grown cold. Past the rivers, trails lined with gold, your scarf in the breeze, bold and uncontrolled. But seasons turned sharply, as did your resolve. Now gravel roads stretch where our dreams used to evolve. Silence haunts the valleys where we used to roam, in the whispers of the wind where I call you home. Each star up in that vast sky holds a tale left untold, and the night air carries secrets of your love grown cold. By the old weeping willow I let my heart speak. The saddle's worn leather, now frail and weak. Rain washes your essence from the earth it drains. Only the scent of pine lingers where my heart remains. Silence haunts the valleys where we used to roam, in the whispers of the wind where I call you home. Each star up in that vast sky holds a tale left untold, and the night air carries secrets of your love grown cold. So I wander these hills under skies vast and blue, with a heart heavy with echoes and memories of you. The silence will haunt me as I lay down to rest in the wild lands you love, with you still in my chest. In a sleepy hollow neath the shadow of an ancient oak, there a dandelion stood where we whispered words we never spoke. Your scarf still dances in my mind like it fluttered on that porch, while the setting sun painted gold our humble lonesome torch. Old dandelion fell apart just as seasons change the heart, petals drifting through the air like memories that start to tear. On gravel roads where dreams did part, there my soul's been left to chart through dusty trails and whispering winds, the love that ends where it begins. Years have worn the old paths bare and rusted out the gate, and the cabin by the creek lies silent. Oh, the hand of fate. No more laughter neath the willows, no more rain on window glass, just an echo of your footsteps and the whispering of the grass. Oh, dandelion fell apart, just sprigs of heartache, sharp and tart, scattered by the weeping sky, like the tears I dare not cry. On dusty trails where dreams did dart, there my heart's been torn apart by fleeting love and wandering winds, the tale that ends where it begins. Sometimes I ride through dying light where shadows blend and mix, wonder if those fields recall the beauty we couldn't fix. Each broken stem and scattered seed tells of love that couldn't last, like the echo of our laughter swallowed by the prairie vast. So dandelion fell apart beneath skies wide as our old heart, fading trails where lovers meet and whisper soft and bittersweet. Let them ride where memories start, let them heal this broken part, on lonesome winds that never end, the love that fades but won't pretend. In the quiet of the plains where my heart forever remains, still the dandelion parts in the wild that binds our age.
In the shadow of the oak, I left my leather-bound heart where the trail splits by the creek. Under skies so vast and stark, I found her scarf of faded red, neath the wildflower sweet, a whispering wind through dusty trails where our memories discreetly meet. Oh, that trail held a secret in the echoes of her name. The sunset paints in sorrow, every hue tells of the flame. Gone as the light on gravel roads where our silent songs remain. In the heart of a Roman cowboy stirs the unquiet of the plains. The porch still creaks for company, as if it recalls her steps. But time's a thief on quiet feet, steals the moments that we kept. The cabin holds the coldness now, where once it knew her warmth. Each corner filled with echoes of a love that can't transform. Oh, that trail held a secret in the echoes of her name. The sunset paints in sorrow, every hue tells of the flame. Gone as the light on gravel roads, where our silent songs remain. In the heart of a Roman cowboy stirs the unquiet of the plains. The dust has settled on the saddle, and the rains have washed her trace. But the rivers and the mountains still remember her embrace. As I roam these wild expanses, under stars that know my plight, she's the prayer beneath my breath, the lonesome serenade at night. Oh, that trail held a secret, and it's buried deep with time. Whispers float on western winds of a love both bold and blind. As the horizon swallows the sun, and the shadows claim the light, the trail keeps the secret, wrapped in the arms of the night.
Shadow, an old oak tree, silk scarf you left still whispers to me. Under the sky's fast fading embrace, old cabin windows, the ghost of your face. Every gust brings your laughter, sweet and so wild, lost in the echoes of the frontier, my heart beguiled. That scarf watched me leave down the gravel road worn, through the fields where our dreams and wildflowers were born. As the sunset paints sorrows and hues so deep, your memory's a treasure I can't help but keep. Oh, how that scarf watched me leave, my silent confession, tangled in winds of relentless progression. Years felt like raindrops on that dusty porch floor, where we danced neath the stars, not needing much more. But time's a thief in the quiet dusk side, took you from the valley where the old rivers lie. Now I roam through these towns where the past seems to cling. At every corner a memory sings. And that scarf watched me leave down the gravel road worn, through the fields where our dreams and wildflowers were born. As the sunset paints sorrows and hues so deep, your memory's a treasure I can't help but keep. Oh, how that scarf watched me leave, my silent confession, tangled in winds of relentless progression. Oh, every trail I trace and each road I ride carries the soft echo of you by my side. Maybe it's true, some loves never truly depart, they just ride alongside, deep in the heart. and it saw my tears fall as I whispered goodbye to the love that took all through the whispering pines. In the cold mountain air, I travel alone, but you're still everywhere. Oh, that scarf, it watched me leave in the silence of leaving. I forever grieve.
In the shadow of the oak, where the wild winds have spoken, lies the house where my heart first came undone. Wooden beams and faded dreams, porch where we lay talking, now just echoes of the setting sun. Silk scarf she left on the railing still dances with the gale. Like her whisper, it haunts this hallowed ground. Old house left behind, with your windows worn and blind. Can you keep her laughter locked inside your wall? Dusty roads I roam, no more to call this home. Just a ghost in boots, trapped in time's unyielding claws. Seasons turned, the fires burned, and the rivers all grew colder as the trail from your door wore thin with rain. Saddle so I rode once more, but each sunset made me older, under skies that whispered her name in vain. That gravel path now overgrown can't lead me back to before, when the world was ours and love was wild and free. Old house left behind, with your hall so undefined. Do you hear my heartache echo through your rooms? Wandering soul I've become under this relentless sun, chasing shadows in the twilight's loving gloom. Water still remembers how our dreams flowed like the currents in the spring. But those waters took you east to where the city's heart dismembers all the beauty and the peace that nature brings. Old house left behind, where my roots are intertwined. I leave you with her memory, but mine I cannot free. Every whisper of the wind calls me back to where we've sinned, yet I ride with only dust to comfort me. Old house, keep her safe as I vanish without trace, a lonesome cowboy with the sunset as his guide.
marks the bend under the shadow of the sunset's end. Bryan closed her eyes in the summer's heat. Her laughter echoed bittersweet. Wooden porch creak with tales untold, scarlet scarves and hearts of gold. The wind whispered through the grains, singing softly of our old refrains. Bryan closed her eyes, the world stood still, lost in the silence the evening would fill. Lone star hanging in a twilight sky, memories linger where they never die. Now the cabin's empty, the door swings free. The path overgrown just goes to me, where wildflowers dared to claim the land. Her absence carved by time's own hand. Gravel roads where we once rode, now just dusty tracks our stories erode. The saddle hangs untouched by time. In the quiet I hear our last goodbye. Bryan closed her eyes, the world stood still, lost in the silence the evening would fill. Lone star hanging in a twilight sky, memories linger where they never die. As the river bends, so did our fate. Under the oak tree I contemplate every whisper of the pine and spruce. They sang of Bryan and her truce. Bryan closed her eyes, no words to say. In the hues of the dusk I find my way, through the tears, through the years so right. And every sunset Bryan closed her eyes. Her spirit's free, yet here I lie, bound forever as Bryan closed her eyes.
Out where the oak trees shadow old forgotten trails, I first saw her by the creek with her bucket pails. Silver laughter in the wind, scarf dancing free. Underneath that willow tree she smiled at me. Her eyes like the flicker of a campfire's light, guiding my lonesome heart through the blackest night. Her smile carved in the bark of my old weathered soul, like initials set in wood where the wild winds blow. Every sunset paints her face on the canvas sky, but it's her absence fills the plains where my memories lie. Years rolled like tumbleweeds past the porch where we stood. That old house now creaks with secrets of the wood. Saddle lies dusty, my boots worn thin with Rome. The trail's grown over where we once dreamed of home. Her scarf caught on a bramble, faded now and torn, whispers to the prairie grass of love forlorn. Her smile carved in the bark of my old weathered soul, like initials set in wood where the wild winds blow. Every raindrop writes her name in the thirsty ground, but it's her silence fills the air, a haunting sound. By the lantern's pale glow on this empty cabin floor, I trace the lines of time and unlock yesteryear's door. A single teardrop mingles with the ink on this page as I write of love once vibrant, now turned sage. Her smile carved in the bark of my old weathered soul, carved so deep no seasons can its mark console. And as the stars witness my heart's quiet plea, in every dusty sunset her smile's all I see. Her smile, oh her smile, carved eternally. Underneath the oak, where the wild wind sighs, she laughed weaving green 'neath the boundless sky. Her scarf caught the breeze like a farewell wave on that old wooden porch where my heart she gave. The prairie sang songbird its hymns through the rye in the town where the rain closed her eyes. Oh, the rain, my old friend, tell me, what do you see in the trails washed away? Whispering trees, did you weep just for her, or for me in my plight as the land holds her close on this cold, starless night? Now the cabin stands empty, the hearthstone's grown cold, gravel roads lead to memories too precious to hold. Her saddle lies vacant, the bridle's gone stiff, every sunset paints shadows and widens the rift where laughter once echoed. Now only time flies in the town where the rain closed her eyes. Oh, the rain, my old friend, tell me, what do you see in the trails washed away? Whispering trees, did you weep just for her, or for me in my plight as the land holds her close on this cold, starless night? By the oak now I linger, ghost in her stead,
dreams lie dead, but the rain speaks in riddles, and the wind only moans of a cowboy who wanders, yet never atones. So the rain keep on falling, blur the paths that I've roamed, hide the tears on my face as I wander alone, for the love that was lost and the peace I can't find in the town where the rain closed her eyes. Yes, the town where the rain closed her eyes.
Past the hollow, by the weeping oak shade, there's a cabin of memories where our laughter still played. A scarf you left hanging sways gentle in breeze as the sunset paints shadows and my heart whispers please. Oh, the ghost bleeds in silence under skies vast and gray. Every whisper of wind seems to know what to say. This old heart rides the trails of what used to be. Lost love, a lone cowboy in dreams not set free. Gravel roads knew us, now they're dust laden and worn, like the saddle unused since the day you were gone. Rain taps on the old porch like the soft steps you made, while I'm here in the quiet where our past loves displayed. Yes, the ghost bleeds in silence under skies vast and gray. Every whisper of wind holds a word you might say. This old heart rides the trails of what used to be. Lost love, a lone cowboy in dreams not set free. By the creek where we met, the water's still clear, but it flows like my tears knowing you're not near. In the echo of hooves, in the rustle of leaves, I find solace knowing part of you never leaves. For the ghost bleeds in silence, and I ask every star, will this ache ever ease where your memories are? This old heart rides the trails, oh, eternally. Lost love, a lone cowboy, where you're part of me. In the whispers of night, on the breeze you still ride. Ghost bleeds, lone cowboy, with love undenied.
In the shadow of the mesa where the cedar trees grow, Found a rusty locket in the dust, a memory aglow. Inside a faded picture, your smile gentle and kind. Beneath the old oak by the creek where our names were intertwined. Oh, my heart wears away this rusty locket so fine. Every whisper of the wind sings your name with mine. In the silence of the starlit plains, I feel you still, but you're just a ghost in the breeze, a whispering thrill. Years have rolled like thunder through canyons deep and wide. The trail we walked is overgrown, the river's changed its tide. Your scarf still lies upon my saddle, faded red turned brown. And that porch where we once danced is just splinters falling down. Oh, my heart wears the weight of this rusty locket so fine. Every whisper of the wind sings your name with mine. Loneliness settles with the dust wherever I ride. You're a memory fading into the night, always by my side. Sometimes a breaking heart finds peace in the echoes of a song, and sometimes it's the quiet roads where old ghosts belong. I've learned that love is like the leaves that drift away and fall, but what hurts the most is what you have to leave, not what you recall. Oh, my heart wears the weight of this rusty locket so fine. Every sunset spills your colors on this heart of mine. And if I'm destined to roam these lands, a shadow lost in flight, I'll carry you like a whispered prayer into the night. Just a cowboy with his memories, singing to the stars above, holding on to a rusty locket and the last traces of love.
In the hush of early dawn, where the prairie flowers were born, I recall the old oak shade where we laid our love's first cornerstone. By the creek under sky so wide, your scarf had danced a lonesome waltz on that porch where time did pause. Your laughter echoed, now it's lost. Saddle shut the door on all the dreams that roam these floors. The wind whispers your name through every crack beneath the board. Sunsets bleed like the tears we've cried on the trails where we once rode. Every hoofbeat in the dust, the story of our love now goes. Years have rolled like tumbleweeds through the streets of this old town. Gravel roads once shared now bear no trace of your sweet sound. The cabin's empty, echoes fade where your dress once swayed in grace. In the silence neath the willows, I still see the moonlight on your face. Saddle shut the door on all the memories we adore. star a whispered sigh, a tale of love no more told. Oh, these hills have seen me cry, heard me whisper to the sky, asking why love rides away, leaving just the soul to sigh. An empty saddle by the door, a heart that won't ride trails no more. In the night I reach for you, find just shadows on the floor. So saddle shut the door, love won't pass this way no more. Dusty heart, keep your secrets buried deep within your core. Let the sunset kiss the night, where our dreams once soared in flight. Hold me tight just once more in the fading prairie light. A cowboy sings into the wind, his voice is soft, a sorrowed lord. Saddle shut the door, my love. Saddle shut the door. I stood in the back of the chapel pews, wore my cleanest boots, old Sunday blues. You walked the aisle in satin white, while I hid pain behind polite. Your mama smiled, your daddy cried, the preacher spoke of groom and bride, and I just sipped my flask real slow, try not to let my sorrow show. She married someone else today, and I just smiled and walked away. No toast, no tears, no loud regret, just memories I can't forget. I let her go like a man should do, but Lord knows I still bled through. I clapped my hands, I wished her well, while dying quietly in my shed. We danced once back in 22, under fairground lights and sky so blue. She said forever, I said too, but sometimes always don't pull through. Now he holds the hand I used to kiss, and she wears pride, not cowardice. Guess he gave what I could not, a little piece, a better shot. She married someone else today, and I just stood too proud to stay. I drove off slow with windows down, let my heartache fill this town. She was my flame, she chose the rain, and I'm just learning to love the pain. So if you ask, I'll never tell. She married someone else. They threw ice and I threw smiles, but deep inside I ran for miles. She married someone else today, and I still feel her drift away. But I won't beg, I won't complain, just raise my glass to love's remains. Let her believe I'm doing fine, even if I'm breaking line by line. She's gone for good and I can't dwell, 'cause she married someone else. And I stood there like hell. In the shade of an ancient oak, where the whispers of the old world spoke, I carved our names in the heart of the wood, where the silence of our lost love stood. The creek nearby had sang its tune beneath the quiet prairie moon. Your scarf still caught on that jagged bark, a faded red against the dark. Oh, these ghost-carved memories that haunt the trails where we once roamed. In every gust your laughter flees through empty cabins past dreams we owned. My heart's a shadow in the twilight, drifting over gravel roads, in the fading light of a love that might have been where the restless river flowed. Now the porch where we used to sit, watch the seasons change and melt to the winds that sweep through hollow rooms, carrying the remnants of old perfumes. And I, a lone rider on these plains, find solace in the rains and wash the tracks we left behind, but never blur you from my mind. Oh, these ghost-carved memories, they haunt the trails where we once roamed. In every gust your laughter flees through empty cabins past dreams we owned. My heart's a shadow in the twilight, drifting over gravel roads, in the fading light of a love that might have been where the restless river flows. By the dusty glow of the setting sun, I see your face and I come undone. Time's cruel hand may heal the scars, but leaves its stories in the stars. An old saddle worn lies near the door like my heart not needed anymore. In the echoes of my solitude lies the quiet depth of my gratitude. Oh, these ghost-carved memories, they haunt the trails where we once roamed. Every gust your laughter flees through empty cabins past dreams we own. I let the dust claim what's left to say beneath oak shadows by the grave of a love too wild to ever tame. Ghost-carved, I'll whisper your name. In the shadow of the oak where we once lay, the grass still whispers secrets of that day. Beneath the wide, unforgiving azure sky, a rusty porch swing creaks an old goodbye. Your scarf it danced a wild crimson weave, as silent as the wind watched me leave. The wind knows the weight of untold tales, carrying love lost in its lonesome gales, whistling through the hollows of this heart, where echoes of your laughter slowly part. I ride on under sunsets that deceive. Every mile the wind watched me leave. Now the trails blur where your laughter rang, gravel roads washed out after the rain. That cabin stands empty by the ridge, windows staring out like ghosts adrift, saddle worn from all the years I grieved. In the silence, the wind watched me leave. The wind knows the weight of untold tales, carrying love lost in its lonesome gaze, whistling through the the hollows of this heart, where echoes of your laughter slowly part. Through the dust, your phantom I perceive. There in the dust, the wind watched me leave. By the flicker of the campfire's glow, I see your face in the fire's ebb and flow. Soul set free, yet chained to past regret. The wind soft sigh, a tune I can't forget. So I wander, let these old boots weave, passing lands where only spirits grieve. Each setting sun dips in gold to deceive, and in its dying light the wind watches me. Yes, forevermore the wind watched me leave. Oh, how silently the wind watched me grieve.
In the chill of dawn, where the oak tree shadows lay, my boots tread silent on the frost beneath the sky so gray. Their cold morning stood still by the creek that used to sing, with her scarf tied to the branch, whispering winds of spring. Oh, cold morning, you've frozen time in this hollow heart, where we used to roam wild, now worlds apart. The echoes of your laughter drift with the dust in the sunset's glow, where love turned to rust. The cabin now empty, where once love's fire burned bright, only cinders remain under the pale moonlight. Those gravel roads we wandered, faded trails long untrod, each step away from you, a silent prayer to God. Oh, cold morning, you've frozen time in this hollow heart, where we used to roam wild, now worlds apart. The echoes of your laughter drift with the dust in the sunset's glow, where love turned to rust. I've worn this old saddle, seen many a town, but your memory's the anchor that forever weighs me down. Underneath the vast sky, I am but a whisper, clutching at the breeze, the shadow of your whisper. Oh, cold morning, your ghost in the wind I chase, a heart bound to the past, a soul lost in its trace. With each setting sun, as the cold shadows fall, I'm a man of many trails, but for you I'd forsake them all.